And we back with another one. Y'all already know what's going on. It's Daz, and this my journal. And we on day 3 of 30 days semen retention. No fap, semen retention, however you want to put it together. And on day 3, I'm going to give y'all a breakdown of day 3 first, then I'm going to tell y'all some benefits. On day 3, right? It's not day 3 for me because I started a little bit earlier, but I'm just starting with y'all too. I'm just giving y'all what happened to me on day 3. On day 3, you usually don't have that much energy. You usually just want to chill. Like, you just want to be mellowed out. You don't really want to be bothered. You want to stay to yourself because you charging back up. Your body is rebuilding itself. So you feel tired. Like you're physically gonna feel tired. You're physically gonna feel like you don't want to move. You don't want to do certain things. You don't want to. You're not gonna be able to be You're gonna still think, but you're not gonna be as creative as you usually is because your body is rebuilding itself. Because day 4 and so on, you're gonna start having more energy. But the 3rd day for me, always, every single time I went on semen retention, the 3rd day was the day where I just wanted to chill. I laid in bed all day. I probably just I indulged in things other than sexual activity. I indulged in things that I like though. So on the 3rd day, I'll call that like my rest day, where I won't get into nothing that causes me to think too much, nothing that gets me to be frustrated, nothing that gets me to overexert myself on the 3rd day, because I know that's the day that I'm mentally and physically tired. That's what I'm gonna say. So you might be mentally and physically tired on the 3rd day. You still gonna feel good. You're gonna feel good. Like, the urge is gonna die down a little bit too. On the 3rd day, you're not gonna have that much urges. That's another good thing. Like the 3rd day, you're gonna have more or less like emotional urges. That's what I'm saying. On the 3rd day, you'll have more emotional urges. Like, if something bothers you, you'll feel irritated. And once you feel irritated, you'll be like, I just let this, I'll blow my mood off, or I'll just release it and then, get my mood back to a good mood. But don't let that trick you. Don't let your emotions trick you back to triggering you to go back into, releasing or doing something that you're not supposed to be doing, or doing or just looking at corn, and because now you upset, and when you used to get upset, how you used to release that anger was through corn, or how you used to release whatever was through just releasing it, or calling the girl and hitting her up and being like, yo, I want to see you tonight. Don't do that. Just think about it and be like, you know what? If I always need a vice to calm me down when things happen, what's going to happen when I don't have that vice? Like, say for instance, if you get into a situation where it causes you to be very aggravated, and you can't call a girl, or no, we're not even gonna put this just on a girl, because we talking about vices here. It could be drinking. You can't find a drink. You can't smoke some weed. What you gonna crash out because you can't get to your vice? No, look at it like that. Like, I want to learn how to control my emotions without these vices. I want to be able to control how I feel without having to be indulging into things that's going to make me take a step back. I'm not saying stop your vices. No. What I'm saying is learn how to conduct your emotions without having to use vices to calm you down, or to bring you back down to earth, or to make you feel like you don't need to be aggravated no more, because you only gonna be a slave to whatever pleasure take you away from your uncomfortability. And a lot of times, as for men, I can't speak for the women. If you women, if you're in a no fap journey too, and you watching this, I'm speaking for the men, but you can take a couple of points from this too. But as men, if we can't regulate our emotions without the need of something of a vice, we gonna be lost. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying smoke your weed. I smoke weed. I smoke weed occasionally, but I don't let the weed, I don't smoke when I'm upset. Like if I need to think about something, if something gets me upset and I need to think about it, I think about it on a sober and clear mind. The reason I think about it on a sober and clear mind is because I can think actually what I need to do to get whatever I need to get done. And I know I'm going off on a tangent, but it all relates. So I would think with a sober mind, like, how can I get whatever I need to get done? Think with a sober mind, because that's the mind that's going, or before I even indulge in any vices. And the vice don't have to be weed or liquor. It could be sex too, because sometimes you could be so stressed out that you just want to go have sex. I happened to me before. So, but me just sometimes just sitting down with your thoughts and not running to your vices, not running to the things that make you feel good all the time. And figuring out what's going on and how you can figure out how you could go past your situation with a sober mind. Watch how powerful that is. Because you're gonna come up with a solution like this. But if you need a vice every time you go through that, the next time you go through the situation, you're not gonna be steady, or you're not gonna know how to think until you get to that vice. So it all stem back into it. So where it's like, don't let your emotions trigger you to start watching porn or to call a girl and be like, pull up. The third day for me is usually just chilling. I like to watch, I watch anime, I watch One Piece, I watch I just indulge in wild shit. Like I'll indulge in just things that make me feel just chill. Like it don't make me feel no way, but it just bring me some type of enjoyment for the days, and where it's minimal of my action or energy spent. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know. I could give y'all one thing that I watched that definitely brightened my mood, and I don't know why. I don't know where I picked this up from, but I picked it up, and this is something that brightens my mood now. I started watching dog shelters, but instead of people picking the dogs pick the owners, and I love that shit. I don't know why. It's just like it's fire to me, because 9 out of 10 the dog look like they supposed to be with that owner, if you know what I mean. But that's just something that I do. I'm just saying that to explain to you that these are the things that I do to keep my mind off, just the things that I shouldn't be indulging in, or just keep my mind off sex, or keep my mind off that whole thing for that day. The third day, you're gonna just want to chill. Just chill. Because that's what it's there for. You're not even gonna want to do nothing. Your energy gonna be so off. You're not even gonna want to interact with people for real. If you like me, I don't know if your body is like mine. That's what I feel like. I don't even want to interact with people on the third day. I just want to chill. I want to be in my world on the third day. You know what I mean? And that's the huge takeaway what I got for the third day of semen retention. That's the biggest takeaway I got for the third day of semen retention. Don't let nothing trigger your emotions, because your emotions is what's going to lead you on the third day. It's not going to be your urges. It's going to be your emotions that can lead you to relapsing on the third day. It could be your emotions to lead you to relapse on the third day. It could be, just little things of that nature to cause you to relapse. Cause you to relapse on the third day. You know what I mean? Like, just, it's the little things. And on the third day, you're not gonna have a lot of energy. You're not gonna really have the energy to really want to do anything. So the third day is a day where you just chill. You don't think too much. You don't even let yourself be bothered with getting too much done on the third day. Just chill. If you gotta go to work, do your thing. Don't really be bothered with people. Stay in your lane, because that's the day you're gonna be really aggravated. Like, it's not aggravated, irritated. Like, you could get irritated really fast. And once you get irritated, it leads to you being angry. And once you're angry, you're looking for a way to calm down. And once you look for a way to calm down, you get what I'm saying? So just look out for them things. You're gonna be a little tired, and you're going to be irritated. And if you let your irritation get to you, it's going to turn into emotion, and emotion going to turn into you regressing. So don't let nothing get to you. And I want to give y'all some positives on it too, because I don't want to just keep telling y'all what I'm experiencing on these days, and not give y'all some hope too at the end of it. Because I gotta give y'all some hope too. If I was watching these videos, I'd be like, damn, you just gonna tell me everything that's wrong or what you're going through, and nah. So I'm gonna give you some benefits. Some benefits of it is your cognitive thinking is gonna improve. What I mean by that is like you just gonna come up with like solutions on a whim, like not like a little bit faster than you did when you was releasing. When you was releasing, you not really like, you losing zinc, and zinc is something that's good for the brain. I forgot. I'm not a doctor, so I can't tell you exactly what the it does, but I know that it's good for your cognitive thinking. And once you start holding in your seed, you start keeping your energy, your cognitive thinking shoots from here to there. And what that means is you're gonna think more like straight up. Like you're gonna think like your thoughts gonna be more on point like an arrow. You're gonna be more creative. You're gonna have more ways to figure things out. It just builds your mind back. It builds the muscles back in your brain, because you're not releasing minerals, real minerals that you need from your semen, from your body in your semen. You know what I mean? So you keeping it in your body, you keeping it there. So it improves your cognitive thinking. You're gonna start thinking sharper. That's one for sure. It improves your skin too. Like you're gonna see your skin just start clearing up. Your skin is just gonna look, especially if you go deeper in it. Like once you get to like the 20th day, and from like day 5 to day 30, because I only did 30 something days. I probably like 31 to 32 days the most. But from day 5 to day 30, you're gonna see your skin just start clearing up. And what I mean by that, your skin gonna start getting soft like a baby skin, like baby soft. You're gonna have baby soft skin. Your skin gonna start clearing up. You're gonna see some of the pimples starting to go away. You're gonna see some of the dark spots on your face just starting to clear up. You're gonna see your face brighten up. You're gonna see your skin, period, brighten up. Because you're keeping in that energy. You're keeping in all the minerals to make your body, function the right way. Because when you release, you go back into repair mode. Because your body, you're releasing, you're trying to you're making another baby. Your body think you're making another baby, so you're releasing all these minerals to make the baby, and then now you suck dry for a little bit. So now when you on semen retention, and you keeping in all these minerals, your body it's basically, you're not releasing things that you need for your body. Your energy improve. Like when I was like indulging in sex or whatnot, I'll be groggy to get up. I'll be up I'll be asleep. I get up in the morning. I'll be like, I don't want to go nowhere. I want to go back to sleep. I'll literally close my eyes and go back to sleep. Like I feel groggy. I feel it. Like I just want to just stay here. And that changes when you on semen retention. You can just jump out of bed, like literally. Like as soon as you open your eyes, you be like, oh, thank you God, I'm up for another day. And then you just jump out of bed. And that's a plus, because now when you got more energy, you can get more things done. If you got more energy, you get way more things done throughout your day. Way more things done throughout your day. So that's an improvement. Definitely see some energy improvement. You see some mood improvement too. But that's if you're doing it for the right reason. Let me explain to you. I did it for both reasons before. So when you're doing it for the reason to just be attracted to women, you're going to keep looking for women attractiveness, and you're going to keep looking for the approval of women, and people can feel when you want their approval, and they're not going to give it to you. So when you don't get the approval that you're looking for, you start getting irritated. Once you start getting irritated, you start thinking like, why am I not good enough? Why am I not good enough? And that's not the mindset to have. Like I keep saying, if you on this journey, if you're on the semen retention journey, focus on something that you want, something that's going to bring you, something that you can achieve. Focus on a goal that you want to achieve. That's going to take your mind off of the whole semen retention. So you know what? I'm going to get to this goal. I got to do this, and I need the energy to get there. I'm going to do this semen retention for 30 days. I'm not saying that I'm not going to look at females. No, I still look at females. Don't get me wrong. If she beautiful, my eyes definitely going to look at her. But in my mind, it don't go straight to sex no more. It don't be like, oh damn, I want to hit that. Now it go to, oh, she a fire girl, but I got some shit I gotta finish. So I ain't going to indulge in it. Now, don't get me wrong. If it was like a situation where we was all talking and I thought she cute, I like her, I'm gonna talk to her. But if I'm on semen retention, I realize that I'm being 100% honest with everybody. So I'm not going to tell her I'm on semen retention, but I'm going to be like, yo, baby girl, we can't, I'm just going to play around with her. Not play around, but like keep her at bay until my semen retention, how long I said I'm doing semen retention, is over. Because she going to have to wait. I ain't feeling that much. And the more you make a girl wait, the more they start thinking like something wrong with me. Why he making me wait? Because men don't make girls wait. So you make her wait, she look at you like, damn, I really want what he got now. You get what I'm saying? So make that girl wait and don't. But back to the main point, your mood improves. Your mood improves. Especially if you focused on the right thing. If you focused on getting things done on a daily, you focused on getting things done daily. You focused on getting one step closer to your goal every single day instead of thinking about women, because that's what be fucking us up. We be thinking about the other sex way too much. Think about it like, damn, I just want to, why everybody can have a girl, I can't. What if God wants you, think about it like this, what if God wants you right now to be single because he got a mission for you. And if you get a girl, they're going to take you off your mission because you're going to be too focused on them. Think about it like that. That's how I had to think about it, because I was like, damn, am I not good enough for a girl? Like, or am I not good enough to get a girl and keep like be with a girl? Like, and it just came to me one day. It was like, what if God have you in a season where he don't want you to be with a girl right now? He wants you to focus on yourself. Focus so much on yourself that when you get to when you on your path to where you going, somebody gonna just fall in line. And then when you focus so much on yourself, it bring the authentic you out. When you authentically you, the person that's supposed to be for you is gonna find you. So don't think about doing this. Don't think about doing semen retention because, oh, I want my skin. I want to, think about it make you think better. It give you more energy to get whatever I need to get done. Think about that more. And then last but not least is your attitude improves. Your attitude improves, because if you tell yourself that you're going to do something and you actually start doing it, you say, yo, I'm going 30 days semen retention, and you start doing it, and you never pass 5 days, but you pass 5 days, you like, oh, you start feeling good about yourself, and you start feeling whole. Like, I don't know about y'all, but like for the past year or two, whenever I would like release, I would feel super empty inside, like to the point where I can feel it. Like, it don't feel like, it's not a hungry empty. It's like your spirit is being tainted empty. I can't even explain it. I used to wake up, I remember it was to the point where I was fapping. I'm not even gonna sit here and cap. I was fapping to watching corn. And I would go to sleep and I would wake up like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'll just feel so empty inside. Like, when you see retention, you feel whole. You feel whole. Like, you feel like this is my spirit operating this. This is my spirit operating this. And I don't know if it's because I'm spiritual or it's just, certain things, but that's really how I'm just giving y'all the game, and I'm giving y'all real how I felt. Whenever situations like that happen to me, this is how I felt. It has recently, when I started releasing, I still will feel like, it still feel a little empty, but don't talk bad to myself. I don't allow myself to go down that long rabbit hole of talking bad to myself and feeling bad about myself. I don't do that no more. So I'll feel it, but then I'll quickly, because now I understand that self-talk and just telling yourself that you didn't fail, you made a mistake, you're gonna get back up. It helps. And it bring back like just a little bravado, you know what I mean? So talk positive to yourself, even if you mess up. But your attitude definitely improves because it sees that that you're actually doing something that's good for you, and it makes you feel better about yourself because you actually getting it done. So with that being said, I just give y'all a rundown on day 3. The 30-day semen retention journey that we all on. We all on this shit. I don't care. You on this shit with me too, you heard? You right there. You on this shit too, nigga. Yeah, you. And if you ain't on on day 3, and you relapsed, start on day 1 and go watch the day 1 video where I'm explaining how I feel on day 1. You know what I mean? That being said, I'm out of here. Peace.